So I'd like to start with saying that all imperialism is bad imperialism. There's no such thing as good imperialism. And I'd like to dispel the myth that there were any good guys in World War I. The U.S. was not a good guy. Britain was not a good guy. France was not a good guy. Nor was Germany, nor was Austria-Hungary in World War I. They were all just competing against one another in order to obtain control of world markets and trade routes. That's essentially all World War I is about. And we can see that there may be some cases in French history in which they did try to provide some form of nuclear energy to another country. For instance, in the case of Iraq, they did develop a nuclear plant. However, as soon as the U.S. stomped its feet and wished to invade the country, they stepped back, and they allowed Iraq to get destroyed by the United States, and any power plant that they built to be destroyed along with it. And but still, French bankers and French financiers still gained significant profits off of the invasion of Iraq, there's no doubt about it. And there may be certain divisions in the ruling class that may favor certain people in different instances of history, but ultimately it gets down to whether you're a force for good or a force for bad. France is not a force for good, they are a force for bad. And we need to make that clear. And they continue, even we can see in America, Western the U.S. continues to promulgate colonialism within America. We've seen that, we saw the heinous attack that took place on the Uhuru House a few years back, and they were, the FBI led some drones into the house, and certain windows and doors were knocked down. People were violently abused because they don't want to see a Black American community in the United States develop and become independent. They don't want to see them raise their living standards, and that's essentially colonialism wishes to prevent production. They wish to prevent other countries and communities from developing. They want to seek. They don't want them to achieve a higher standard of living. And Ibrahim Traoré, he wants to. I don't think he's a violent.